This is the best new gacha game on mobile, but I would like to let you all know my favorite list, and I really believe it will represent yours as well. With the newest version, great graphic, amazing visual, and of course the best skill showcase, I really hope the game that I will mention will get an update to raise the gacha rate to attract the new player to play. Of course, autoplay is the main focus. Remember to like this list and please enjoy the video of Top 10 New Gacha Games of 2025 for Android, Autoplay and AFK Game RPG Mobile 2025. Chat group. I'm so excited to see this new turn-based anime game with a gacha base, and also auto features will unlock when we reach a certain level. Seriously, the graphic looks so insane with a great color of saturation. And how details the sun glares, making the object and character shadow seem so unreal. This is what the player expected from the gacha game, that the game has a graphic as the main priority to attract the player. Unfortunately, the gameplay is quite clunky and needs more optimization. Especially when our character does a basic attack, the camera angle should get an adjustment. The game's mechanism is every single active skill will launch will consume some energy, and the energy will recover every new turn. I'm pretty sure the mechanism will make the newbie player learn faster because it's pretty simple, honestly. With the great cutscenes to deliver, the storyline will easily give the best impression to us. Chat Group is a new brand gacha game. Unfortunately, the gacha rate is not really dominant. The developer should increase the gacha rate or at least give a free ticket of gacha to summon. Star Savior. As we all know, this new anime game doesn't get attention. It's because the developer never give an update about the game's progress and how the game mechanism will be. But within a few days before, finally the developer updated the game's name from the name of Project Star to become Star Savior. It's pretty clear how the developer decided to release it directly into global, with their official website using an English language as well as the video trailer with an English version. All of these indicators are enough to make sure the game will come globally really soon. I assume the gameplay will become a turn-based because most of the clips show us how the enemy is standing still just in front of our characters. This position is well known as the main mechanism of a turn-based RPG. The character looks pretty good with a male and female heroes available to collect. Angelica Esther. The first impression experience is that the game seems like a visual novel, especially when the storyline started and how the developer represents such a long storyline. It was made by a Japanese games developer with full of voiceover, surely in Japanese. I think that's the reason why the music is really ear-catching, reminds me of Final Fantasy vibes. At the beginning, we'll get a free 6-star hero which is SS, and also a lot of 4-star heroes, such a great free-to-play game. I really love how the character design looks so clean and perfect. In combat, we'll fight in the sky and all of our heroes will have a wing or look like a harpies. There are 3 main skills with an animation at all. The charge attack can be launched once the next turn comes. When your gauge meter reaches the maximum, unleashing powerful damage on a line 8 skill will significantly increase your damage. I'm pretty sure you will have a hard time to understanding how the gameplay is, because there are a lot of indicator and action we can do to represent various attacks. Eternal 3. Any of you remember this game? It was released in a certain country a few years ago, but suddenly the game doesn't get any update for the global release. In fact, I really remember how massive the players were downloading it with a huge number. If the developer decides to launch it globally, I'm pretty sure it will get a high attention. The game's combat mechanism is a simple turn-based game. Each of the skills will have a cooldown based on how many turns we should pass. The skill showcase is quite good, but once you have the SSR hero, then the ultimate visualization will be so special. It's kind of a collectible heroes where the newbie player will have the chance to get a free ticket for summoning the character. I realize how cute and cool the character looks. I really hope someone gets the right to release the game globally. Once again, any of you remember this game? Grand Line Vanguard. This is not the official one, so I will tell you earlier to make sure my subscribers know before you decide to invest in this game. But seriously, I love how the game has an amazing graphic and visual, with a 3D anime art style that will blend perfectly with the actual anime. The character creation and how the hero's design is 100% the same with the actual One Piece anime we know. Even the voiceover is well represent that anime. We will get 3 free SSR heroes and can be obtained once we reach level 18. I love how high the game's rate to obtain a high quality heroes. We can play the whole content easily and casually because it's full of autoplay at all. The basic attack will be done in auto and even the skill will unleash automatically and we can't lock a target. It will be decided by a bot. Upgrade your hero through advancing level, equipment, and also deploy the best hero to your team's lineup. It will be easier for you to clear in the earlier stage. Dragon Raja Castlegate. On a certain application, this game reached the top downloaded gacha game. Surely it's an indication to become the most played gacha game on mobile, and once it launches on Play Store and App Store, I will play it 100% then. Because it seems to be perfect to play in idle while I'm working, because the whole gameplay can be played automatically, even you can manage to speed up the progress by tapping the skip icon. The game will be decided to finish the combat by calculating the enemy's combat power against us. It sounds really perfect, right? I think this feature should be implemented into the other gacha game so the player can grind more EXP way more effectively and more efficiently just by comparing the combat power within the enemy. There is a lot of features and dungeon mode that we can join to earn a different rewards to improve the hero's progress as a material need. That means you have a lot of tasks to do in daily. Overall, I really love the graphic look. The skill showcase is absolutely a masterclass, one of the top tier gacha RPG games on mobile. Resonance Solstice. This game represents a very unique gameplay. Seriously, you will never imagine how the game needs to navigate by driving a train to reach a different area and to meet the monster. So we need to be more active on swiping the screen to see the enemy's location and tap the monster to start the battle. I'm sure there is no game on mobile that has a train as the main concept. The game's combat mechanism needs to be fast-paced to pick the best skill that respawn. The skill will represent a card skill that will come randomly, so we can't adjust which skill will come first, but surely it needs some strategy to maintain the best card skill to hold and unleash on the right timing. All of the characters look so pretty and chibi, but we will not find any male characters. The developer behind this project from Chinese, that's why the game is only available in a specific region first before going global. Anchor Panic. This game is one of the best gacha games with a high visualization of skill showcase and amazing character design. I would rate 10 to 10 for the game's graphic. Seriously, no game can stand against it when the game launched globally. The visual looks pretty sharp with a high sharpnesses and very good bloom effect. It creates an attractive point of looks. The game's mechanism is semi-auto play, so basic attack will be done automatically. But the continuous skill should be tapped manually, but you can select the auto combat because there is no difference when you play an auto or manually. Anchor Panic is a good game to play for a waifu hunter because all of the main characters are girls, with a very good looking, charming, a great body shape. In combat, we can select 3 main heroes and they all will be attacking by turn. Before we start the combat, the conversation will be available and we will have an option to select a different answer. Surely it will determine a different plot twist of this storyline. Naruto, the Ultimate Ninja. I will tell you earlier to not spend any single penny or invest into this game. It's because the game is made by the fanmade, so I highly recommend you all just to enjoy the gameplay. In fact, the skill showcase is really similar within the actual anime series we know. The combat mechanism is super simple even if we don't have to think or touch any single button because the game is 100% playable in auto mode. On the screen there is no option to select a different action, which means it's kind of an idle game. The new hero will join one by one freely. The developer is not really friendly to give a newbie a free ticket to summon, which means they try to push you all to invest more on it. There is no storyline at all, but the stage will start from the beginning of the anime series. It's quite nostalgic though. Seventh Night Rebirth, one of the most anticipated gacha games on mobile finally coming up. Unfortunately, the game was just released in a certain country which made the player unable to freely access the game. If I would like to compare between the previous version with the newest version, of course I will rate 10 to 10 for this new sequel. The character design is not chibi anymore, it looks way more ideal. But the design is 99% similar at all. Right now the storyline will have a special animation where we can enjoy the visual as well as the characteristic of the hero through the voiceover. If you are a veteran of this first sequel, surely you will have the same experience. Because the combat mechanism is absolutely similar, the hero will have a selection of active skill, buff skill or debuff skill. We can manage the strategy by understanding the hero's skill before taking any action. The auto features and how fast the speed up features will help us a lot to clear the mission. Because the main goal is to strengthen the hero's combat power through a certain material that we can obtain after killing the enemy. Bonusia Restored. This is a must-play gacha game on mobile right now. I don't even have any single complaint. Everything runs amazing. Even I can say it has one of the fastest gameplay between the other turn-based system and I totally love it. It has a story-based game where the visual will blend together with the main story. Such a pleasure to see the progress since the last beta to global version. The skill animation is top tier and I would say one of the best AAA gacha game on mobile with a free guarantee SSR hero at the beginning of the story. These all are the best gacha game on mobile 2025. I wish you all tap the like button and request for our next content. See you on the next list. Thanks.